Guys, it's that time once again to talk about another WWE 2K game with the release of WWE 2K23 approaching, set to release on March 17th. And it's going to be on the PS5, Xbox Series X, and various other platforms as well. And WWE has been releasing, or WWE2K rather, has been releasing several videos these last couple of weeks showcasing all of the new things to come in this year's game, such as the War Games match, which looks really amazing. I'm looking forward to playing this match. It's always good when you get a brand new match type in a wrestling game, and for me, this is a match that has been around for a very, very long time. It predates the WWE. It was in WCW before, and I'm looking very forward to finally being able to have this particular match represented in a video game, in a modern wrestling video game at that. And you can see here a little bit of the clips of that trailer from 2K showing off what this match is going to look like and be able to play. Along with that, the cover athlete of this year's WWE 2K23 game is none other than the man himself, John Cena, even though we see you on the cover, John. But anyway, this year, that means since he is the cover athlete for this WWE game, that means the showcase mode is going to be all about him, and it's called Never Give Up. And you're going to be playing as John. You're going to be able to beat up John Cena as well, from what I see in that. And recently, 2K released some footage of what that's going to look like. You're going to be able to see that here as well. One of his famous matches is, of course, from WrestleMania when he took on The Undertaker, and there's a little bit of commentary that John Cena provides with that leading up to the match. Now, for those that played Rey Mysterio's showcase mode last year, you'll know that there was some slingshot sequences where, you know, if you're setting up a move or whatever, it would actually transition into the actual footage of the match. And they do that exact same thing here in this showcase mode. You're seeing that right now. And I'm looking very forward to playing this showcase mode. John Cena has had a number of amazing matches throughout his legendary WWE career, such as Edge and Undertaker, as you saw here, The Rock. You'll be able to actually play these matches, along with one of his most infamous matches of all time, the 2006 One Night Stand, where he took on Rob Van Dam for the WWE title. And if you've never seen that match, I highly recommend finding a way to go and watch that, because it's such an incredible match. And that's just going to be one of these matches you'll be able to check out in the Never Give Up showcase mode featuring John Cena. This game has over 100 superstars and lots of new ones that were never seen before in other games. Also, some of the entrances have been worked on as well. You get updated entrances. You also get Cody Rhodes in here, which I know myself, I'm super excited to actually be able to play as Cody Rhodes. I can't wait to see that. You can actually see that now. There's already footage of him in his entrance. He actually did a thing where it showed him getting filmed and getting digitally scanned into the game. So looking very forward to that. We don't know anything yet about the My Career, aka My Rise mode. We haven't really heard anything about My GM or My Faction modes, but I'm looking forward to hearing what 2K is going to announce as far as those modes are concerned, because we don't really know anything else except for what wrestlers are going to be featured in this game and War Games and the showcase mode. Outside of that, who knows? I know for me, I'm really hoping we get a better multiplayer mode in My GM. I would love to have an online My GM mode. I think that would be great as well. I think that restricting it to just local co-op was really not so great of an idea, but I hope we get a better and actually get an online multiplayer version of My GM mode for a change. Please, 2K, give that to us. That's one thing I really wanted out of last year's game. Also, My Rise mode. I'm interested to see how this is going to work. My Rise mode last year was a lot of fun, although I've been trying to catch up and play it, because for those who don't know, I did a series of videos last year about how I was having a lot of issues with my Rise mode not loading. I couldn't get it to load, and I ended up losing my character after probably putting in a good 5-6 hours of going through the story mode. So 2K, I hope that we get the saves issues and everything taken care of this time around. That would be pretty great. Outside of that, We don't know a lot about My Faction. My Faction is, of course, the kind of like the Ultimate Team mode. For those who play Madden, it's their version of this mode, which I thought was really weird that they added this last year with no multiplayer support whatsoever. It was kind of weird because, for those of you like me who have played, My Team and NBA or have done a little bit of Ultimate Team and Madden, it was all an entirely single player experience. So maybe, just maybe, we'll get some multiplayer My Faction mode this time around. Hopefully, we'll see. Outside of that, I'm really hoping for a very much more well-polished game than WWE 2K22 was, because last year's game was not horrible by any means. It just had its issues, and as I said before, we've talked about those issues a number of times right here on the domain. And I'm hoping for a much better experience. The character models in this year look really, really amazing. We got some ray tracing, so you'll notice in some of the entrances, you can actually see those reflections and the light and how that reflects off the wrestlers. I did see a couple of the entrances that really just didn't feel all that updated. One in particular is one of my favorite superstars, Seth Rollins. His entrance looks almost exactly the same as last year, except for the crowd singing the part that he does on TV. That was it. Outside of that, it looks almost the same to me, but we'll see once I'm able to actually get my hands on the game. And I will have a review of the game right here for you on the domain once it releases on March 17th. And I'm looking forward to checking it out. But that's pretty much all I've got to say right now. We've had 2 ringside reports from WWE. It did show us the matches. I'm also looking forward to this version of Kurt Angle. You're going to see us up here, where old school looking Kurt Angle with the wrestling helmet on. I'm a big Kurt Angle fan, so it's going to be fun to see that version of him in the game. As I said, these character models look amazing, so I'm very impressed with how 2K has been able to make these character models look so much better, and hopefully the game runs a lot smoother, a lot faster. I'm hoping that we're finally away from the disaster that was WWE 2K20. I think we've all moved past that by now, and hopefully we'll get some more information on the other modes, such as My Rise, My GM. What about Universe mode, too? I didn't forget about that. Maybe we'll get some better options in Universe mode, but who's to say, except for 2K games. Let me know, though, your thoughts in the comments below. What are you hoping out of this year's WWE 2K game? I'm excited for it. It's another wrestling game. I'm a big wrestling fan in general, but I'm also an even bigger wrestling video game fan as well. So I'm looking very, very forward to seeing what 2K has in store for us in this game. For more video game reviews, updates, and all sorts of other things here on the domain, we cover a number of things here. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. Thank you guys so much for getting us up to 1,270 subscribers, by the way. I noticed that today. And if you like this video, you know what to do. Stay tuned for more WWE 2K23 footage right here on the domain. I'll see you guys.